You're listening to 95.1 WLPZ LP, Leominster, Massachusetts. Disco Dino on Z95.1.
Good evening, and welcome to WLPZ. Let's hear some of that, Sonny. This is what started it all off. That's right. So tonight, for the next hour, this is what we'll be playing: old disco music. And so, how did it all start? And here's here's how it all began. So, I worked at Victory Markets. I was going to school, and people were starting to hire DJs to do dances and testimonials and all that. Never had been done before. There it is, the whistle, Sonny. Only in Leominster, Massachusetts, does the whistle go off at 8 in the morning, noontime, 6, and then 9 o'clock. Nowhere else. Friends say, "What? What is that sound?" They think a ship's coming in. Anyway, I started DJing to make a little extra money, like $25 a night, or a dance, or testimony, or a school dance, whatever it might be. And I was doing it right along. And then my brother was working down at the Cinema Lounge, and they always had the best of the best rock and roll bands, always. But between the sets, they'd always have my brother would be there, and when the band took a break, my brother would play records, and just to keep everybody sort of entertained. You don't want to lose the atmosphere, right? And it was always rock and roll songs that he played. And then this movie came out, Saturday Night Live, with John Travolta. And you can start this over again too, Sonny, if you want after, because I'll talk through it. But anyway, this movie came out, and my brother said, I'd go to see my brother after, and he'd say, "These people keep coming in. They go next door to the movie theaters, and then they come over here, and they want to hear this music from Staying Alive, from the movie." And he said, "But this is all rock and roll. These people are hardcore rock and roll. They don't want to hear this stuff." But every once in a while, a lady will come up, or a girl will come up and ask if she can hear a particular song. And he says, once in a while, I'll put one in. So I was getting the same thing when I was DJing out, and I had two portable DJ units that would go out and do all these dances and everything. So I was starting to hear the same thing. So I decided to go watch the movie, Sonny. I had to see this movie. I had to see what this was all about, because it was a craze in making. And so I watched the movie. It was good. I had a lot of fun. But I got to tell you, I was a hardcore, like rock and roller. Like, I went to all the concerts and everything. But it even got to me. I'm like, this is good stuff. It made me want to get up, Sonny, and actually dance in the aisles of the movie theater. So that's how it all began for me, and I think it's how the disco craze all began. But disco music, sort of the name disco, was a discotheque, which in Europe was very popular in other parts of the world, right? But it's the music. It was really dance music. So for tonight, I have what I picked out to be like some of the best dance songs. And I hope this sort of, in the middle of this sort of crisis, this pandemic, I want to sort of bring people back, Sonny, like you do with your oldies. Bring people back to those days, because this is my 18, 19, 20-year-old days when I was out there and having fun. So the great part was I actually made money. At the end, I had about 3 different DJ booth, units that we would send out on weekends, and then I'll tell you more about it. But let's listen to the rest of the song, "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees. This has started the whole craze, the whole entire craze. There it is. There it is, the Bee Gees, Sonny. There's the Bee Gees. They're coming up next. She was 16 years old, Sonny. 16 years old. Evelyn Champagne King with this beautiful song that made everybody in the dance floor get up. Shame.
Burning, keep my whole body yearning. You got me so confused. Shame. Times I think I'm going insane. Still I wanna stay. Do you want to spend I wanna be. My mother says you're great, and what you do to me is gonna love you just the same. Mama just don't understand. No, no. Wanna be. I should give love. Ooh, baby, love was that magic. Love is in my heart. There is no rule apart. So why should I be ashamed? Only love can be the pain. If we lose our love, ooh, wouldn't wanna live with the pain. Gonna stay forever. Only love can be the pain. If we lose our love, I wouldn't wanna live with the pain.
There we are. Shame. Right now, Sonny, everyone would be out on the dance floor. Everybody. All right. A little GQ with Disco Nights. And you got to remember, the best part of this is a geek like me, you didn't need to know any steps. There was no right or wrong way to dance. You could just get out there and pretty much do anything. You just sort of bobbed to the music, right? Here we go with some Disco Nights by GQ. Guy McKenzie, are you listening? Guy McKenzie, you would have been out on the dance floor. I know you would have. This would have brought you out.
Flow all through your body, just enough sun here. Involve yourself, you're free to follow, and we'll take you there. You said you wanna reach the sky, so get up. The feeling's right and the music's tight on the disco night. The feeling's right, the music's
WLPZ with Disco Dino.
95.1 FM, WLPZ.org, Disco 95.1. And guess what? This is the song that really made it. This is Take It to Another Level. And when the Cinema Lounge, my brother would play records between the sets. What was happening is more and more people coming in asking for dance and disco music. And then the floor would be filled when he was out there playing records. And then the band was coming back, and nobody wanted the band to come back. They wanted them to keep playing music. So then, at that particular point, when this music was coming out, everything was exploding. I mean, really exploding. And now we were beginning to have entire nights. It would be Tuesday night, it would be disco night, and the places would be packed. I mean, nightclubs would be packed, and we were out there DJing. And then, as we came to, let's listen to this song. Ain't No Stopping Us Now. This really kicked it into high gear.
Coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go. And where we'll end up, I don't know. But we don't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together. We're polishing up our act. And if you've never been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want you to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're running. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got to do. Ain't no stopping us now. We're running. I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got to do. We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe. And if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our show together. We're gonna polish up our act. And if you've never been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want you to listen to every word I say, every word I say. No. We're moving, we're grooving. Moving, yeah.
Not yet.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know we got the groove.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
My name is Lola Silvestri, and I'm going to be 95 this year. I was very independent. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
1 in
6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Hey everyone, let's all stop what we're doing and take a moment. You see, every moment can be kind of special. But they can be loud moments, goofy moments, dorky moments, it doesn't matter. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
95.1, Disco 95.1, WLPZ and WLPZ.org. And so I was saying the dance floors began to really start to fill up. So I'm all over the place doing these discos and these portable discos and everything. And then my brother's doing the fill-ins. And then this place in Fitchburg opens called Valentino's. And again, they try to bring in some of the bands, but we play music between the sets. And pretty soon that's all anybody wants to hear is disco and dance music. And so the more they watch me play music and the more they see people hitting the floor, 7 nights a week, Sonny, we were doing dance music. Here we go. Shake It Up Tonight by Cheryl Lynn, 95.1 WLPZ.
I'm getting ready to see the moonlight on the town. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna put on my stepping shoes tonight. I'm getting ready. Off the streets and spread the news. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna call you on the telephone. Gonna
There it is, 95.1, Disco 95.1. Dean Mazzarola is my name. Sonny sitting by the keyboard here. And we're bringing you all the disco hits. Sue Lampkin, I hope you're listening because that song was all about the ladies. The ladies would, Saturday, it was about getting up and getting yourself ready all day. That song's about how ladies would take all day to get all dressed up. Nobody would even head. If you went into a dance club at 10 o'clock at night or 11, there was nobody there. You think nobody was coming. But if you went there at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, the place was filled. And so the ladies would get all dressed up and do the whole makeup thing and put the old dress shoes on and the dance shoes and their dresses, and everybody would look good, right? And then all of a sudden, the world would just come alive. And the thing is, the clubs would close at 2, but nobody really wanted to go home. Everybody wanted to continue to dance. In fact, they stopped serving alcohol in the clubs in Boston, and they would actually allow you to continue dancing. And so people would just keep going 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and we'd be out there. And anyway, as we started to work at Valentino's, what took over is what they realized after a short time was, the bands, nobody really wanted to hear anybody just wanted to dance. So it just went completely to dance music. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about sort of what happened next, because next becomes really fun with our under 18 disco. But anyway, lots of people listening, Sharon out in Lunenburg, Sue McNeil's listening, Wendy's listening, Tara's listening, Guy, Mackenzie, you better be listening out in Westminster. And Heidi wanted to hear this song, and she's out in Westminster. So Disco 95.1 FM.
To our valued listeners, due to the coronavirus, some of our DJs have chosen to put their shows on hold to protect themselves and their families' health and to practice social.
Cross off what you do.
Just trying to keep a hold on you. Here in your arms, I found my power.
Disco 95.1 WLPZ. If you want to listen to us, you're losing the signal somewhere, and you want to listen to it, WLPZ.org. Sharon wants to hear this in Lunenburg. Let's groove tonight. And boy, this would get everybody on the dance floor. Everybody. In fact, there was nobody sitting on the sidelines and nobody at the bar. This would bring everybody out. A little earth, we mean.
Just move yourself and you glide like a 747 and you lose yourself in the sky among the clouds in the heavens. Let this groove right up the blues. It's alright, alright, alright. Let this groove sing in the shoes. So stand up, alright. Let me tell you what you can do with my love. Alright, gotta let you know, girl, look you're out of sight. Alright, just tell the DJ to play your favorite tune, then you know it's okay. What you found is happening now. Let's go. It's alright, alright, alright. Yeah. Let's go. Sing in the shoes, so stand up. Alright, alright. You're fine, peace of mind. On the floor, take a little time. Come and see, move me, give a little sign. I'll be there after a while if you want my love. We can boogie on down, down, boogie on down, down, boogie on down, down, boogie on down, on down. Let's groove tonight. Share the spice of life. Baby's lights are bright. We're gonna groove tonight. Let's groove. Hey, alright, alright. Baby's lights are bright. Let's groove. Sing in the shoes. We're gonna groove tonight. Hey, let's groove.
That's it. A little Earth, Wind, and Fire and Disco 95.1. And lots of people. I'm trying to keep a list of all the people listening. It's crazy. They're listening from all over the place. They're catching us on WLPZ.org, 95.1. But we're having a lot of fun. I hope this is helping. And I'm trying to find her name because she said she's in the living room and her cat thinks she's crazy. I'll try to find her name. But anyway, she's listening. She's having a good time. Feel free to dance. Pull the shades if you're worried about. Who cares what the neighbors think anyway? They're wearing masks.
On it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on in. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. How you you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. I say people, what you gonna do? You gotta get on the groove if you want your body to move. Tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up on the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really won't take a chance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up on the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. When you're dancing, get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Sha-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. What you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? What you gonna do? Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get down on it. Come on, man. Get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down. Come on, man. Get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up on the wall. Tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really won't take a chance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up on the wall. Listen, baby, you know it. When you're dancing, yeah, you show it. When you move, 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 you know it. When you're dancing, yeah, you show it. As you move across the floor, get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Baby, baby, get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. Sha-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. What you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? What you gonna do? Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. While you're dancing, get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Oh, yeah. Get down on it. You move me, baby, when you move. Get down on it. 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 Get your back up on the wall. Get down on it. 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 Get your back up on the wall. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it.
Get your back down off the wall. Dance. Here we go. A little boogie, oogie, oogie, a taste of honey. Disco 95.1. Disco Deanos, my name. Haven't done this in a long time. It's making me feel young. I feel like I want to get up and dance, but there's no room in here. But listen, if you want to, Betty is out there, and she said her cat's looking at her funny, and she's tearing up the kitchen and the living room out there dancing. If you are too, let me know. I have a whole list of people listening here. But anyway, a little boogie, oogie, oogie by a taste of honey. 95.1 Disco, 95.1 FM. Disco Deanos, my name. Disco 95.1 is the name of the radio station, and we are here tonight from 6 to 7 o'clock playing the best. Now, we used to pile in a car, Sonny, on a Saturday night, and we'd all pile into Rosie Bracani's large Oldsmobile or wherever it was, and we'd go into Boston, and you'd get into the dance club, and I don't care if you were in the bathroom, where you were inside the building, Boston was huge. Hundreds, maybe thousands of people dancing, but they would hear the beginning of this song. I don't care where you were, you were headed to the dance floor. You might not even be dancing with your friends or your partners. It didn't matter. Let's all chant. Let's all chant.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school, so I'm trying to break that barrier.
My daughter, Brooklyn, was also a motivation for me to go back to school.
Every day after work, went straight to school, and it paid off.
At age 26, Kareem finished his high school diploma.
I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m., and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Dear John, I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is serious, and I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to when you checked on me? I don't want to leave. But remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart and don't let it quit on you. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range today. For help keeping yours at a healthy range, text PRESSURE to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
A little Ring My Bell. 95.1 WLPZ. It's a disco night tonight, right? A little Ring My Bell. We had a lot of fun with this, right? I hope Craig LaPrad's listening tonight because he knows the story behind this song. Ring My Bell. What's next? Are listening from California. That's right, California with Richie, Trisha, and Crystal, and Jillian, and Angela's out there dancing, and she wants to hear a slow song. So we got one more song, and then I'm going to play a nice little slow song. So get your significant other and get ready, because this is going to want to make you melt. You're going to think you're 18 years old when you listen to this one. You're going to melt. You'll be in love again. We're going to bring love back to you. 95.1 Disco 91.
COVID-19 is spread the same way as the influenza or common cold viruses. In addition, spray droplets produced by sneezing or coughing that fall on surfaces can be transferred to other people by touching. The virus could remain viable for up to 9 days on surfaces, so frequent sanitizing of surfaces with bleach or alcohol is advised. Remain calm. Keep yourself informed. Frequent and thorough hand washing is the best way to reduce your risk. Avoid large gatherings if possible. Sneeze or cough into your elbow or into a tissue that's properly disposed of. Avoid touching your face. Clean frequently touched surfaces like doorknobs, phones, or computer keyboards. Plan ahead and call your doctor if you've got symptoms of COVID-19.
COVID-19.
Here it is. So I'm out in Connecticut. We're doing a job for some young people that said, we're just having a small party. I think it was like Enfield, Connecticut. So we get there, and I got a couple people helping me. I think Guy McKenzie might have been helping me. I forget who. So we get there, and we pull out. We set all up, and there's a few people around. Next thing I know, there's hundreds of people, and we play the song, and everybody goes insane. It went... Sonny, we used to play those long extended versions. I just kept mixing back and forth in this song, and they just kept listening. The Bee Gees. No, the Tramps. Disco Inferno. Disco 95.1, Disco Dino. We're live tonight, right here from the comb capital of the world. There we go. Rolls Royce. Boy, is this a pretty song. This was a pretty song 30, 40 years ago. Go ahead, get your significant other and dim the lights. I'm wishing on a star. Disco 95.1.
To follow what it means. I'm wishing on a star.
Disco. Shake Your Groove thing. That's right. This would bring them out. You know, when I used to spin records at Valentino's, there was a couple, they own a business now in Leominster. They're still together. It's called the Bagel Shop. The Bagel Inn down here on North Main Street. They used to come, dance. They were in love then, Sonny, and guess what? They're still in love. Imagine that. That's true love, and maybe I had something to do with it. Disco 95.1, and if you want to listen to us on streaming, it's WLPZ.org.
Listening to 95.1 WLPZ LP, Leominster, Massachusetts.
The turntables are just starting to heat up here at Disco 95.1. Judy let's all chant, but guess what, Judy? This is a song we'd play around midnight, and this would get everybody going. You held this song back until right to the end. Born to be Alive, 95.1 FM.
Something you'd occupy my mind right.
be alive.
Yes, we were born, definitely born to be alive.
This is before Chaka Khan became Chaka Khan. They were called Rufus Feet. And the song, Do You Love What You Feel? Right here at Disco 95.1.
Disco Dino on Z95.1.
Come on, and those last songs I was playing, you got to admit, you were at least moving around. So if you weren't up dancing around, I know you were doing a little bobbing, right? Moving the shoulders around, Sonny, bobbing the head around, right? Maybe nobody was looking, you really were getting into the groove. But here's Disco, yeah. Macho Man by the Village People. Oh boy, those turntables, Sonny, they're on fire tonight. So it's 12 past 7. We're going to keep going because we keep getting requests and people keep asking me to keep playing. So, you know what? It's a little bit of a break away from everything that's going on. Disco 95.1 FM.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky. Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In 96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in 09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
My name is Lola Silvestri, and I'm going to be 95 this year. I was very independent. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Hey everyone, let's all stop what we're doing and take a moment. You see, every moment can be kind of special. But they can be loud moments, goofy moments, dorky moments, it doesn't matter. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
I think it's raining, Sonny. It's raining men here at 95.1 FM. Yeah, this is a good song. Quite a build-up. Disco 95.1. Sonny said it should be raining ladies here. Well, it's raining men. Hallelujah.
Hi. We're your weather girls. And have we got news for you? You better listen. Get ready. Hold your lonely girls. And leave those umbrellas at home. All right.
It's rising.
Rising.
I'm just getting old.
I'll go, girl.
Going through all sources.
What sources now?
The streets, the place to
We better hurry up. 'Cause tonight, for the first time, just about 10:30. For the first time, history is gonna start raining men. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna let myself get absolutely so
There we are, Sonny. And after that song, boy, you'd really be hot. You'd be really warming up. And I'll tell you, my shirt would be soaked from dancing after that song. But here we go. This is a good song to get everybody going, right? Everybody Dance by Cheek. 95.1 here. The disco channel for tonight. And we've gone way beyond where we were supposed to end at 7 o'clock because you keep listening. And the more you listen, we'll just keep playing here. Right, Sonny? There we go. Dance.
Everybody dance. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. 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 Never let you down. Puts a smile on your face. Anytime, any place. Dancing helps relieve the pain. Soothes your mind. Makes you happy again. Listen to those dancing feet. Close your eyes and let go. But it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. What you want, what you want, what you want. Everybody dance. Clap your hands, clap your hands. 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 All around the floor, just like rockets and despair, all night without a care. Scratching to our baby tune, a good time, always in too soon. Everybody's dancing, let your feet have some fun. Come on, everybody, get on your feet, clap your hands, everybody screaming. Everybody dance. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Everybody dance. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Everybody dance. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Everybody dance. Clap your hands. Clap your hands.
You know, when disco really started to make it big, there was a station in Boston, WERS, that was Emerson Radio, and they would play disco music on Sunday nights. And when it really became popular, KISS came in, and WBOS, and about 3 stations ended up doing nothing but playing disco full time. Disco Vinnie Peruzzi. Those are just some, just a couple of people kicking around. But here we are, and we're still playing it. Like 40 years later. How cool. WLPZ's the 95.1 disco channel tonight. Hope you're having some fun. There we are, and it's time for a little SOS band because let's do it. Take your time, do it right. But we ended up at Valentino's, we ended up doing underage discos from 2 to 6 on Sundays. Sonny, there'd be one car in the driveway, it'd be me, and so many kids inside. There'd be 500-600, as many. There'd be a line out the door to get in. And we had a lot of fun. This music just made everybody want to dance, no matter what. People came and they had fun, and then we went off to Clinton, and we opened the place. Me and my brothers called Upstairs Downstairs, and it was another under 18 disco, and we were open Fridays and Saturday nights and sometimes Sunday. But we did well. We had fun. It was something that we got to do together. So for now, we're going to listen to a little. Yep. Let's do it. Take your time. SOS band.
You know you want to slow down. You've been working too hard, and that's a fact. Sit back and relax a while. Take some time to laugh and smile. Lay your head lower down so we can stop and kick back. It seems we never take the time to do all the things we want to, yeah. Now, baby, we can do it. Take the time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Baby, we can do it. Take the time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Baby, we can do it. Take the time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Baby, we can do it. Take the time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Love and feel for you. You feel for me. One life is all we have to live. Our love is all we have to give. Yeah. There are so many things for us to do and see. Let's take some time to be alone. Lock the door, put it out the phone, yeah. But baby, we can do it. Take the time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Baby, we can do it. Take the time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Baby, we can do it. Take the time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Baby, we can do it. Take the time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Take your
That's right. Down at all those disco stations. Sonny Joe White. Dale Dorman. Yeah, those are all names. Used to spin the records on WBOS, Kiss 108, Dr. Demento on Sunday nights. And what was her name there? Lisa? Was it Lisa?
Take the time.
Kiss 108. All right, Sharon. This is the song you were asking for, and I already had it queued up, so we must have been thinking alike. Right here at the Disco Channel, 95.1 FM, The Second Time Around by Shalimar.
I
know you come a long way, baby, but you don't need that heart of stone, no. You prove that you can do it, baby. You can make it on your own, but you can't keep running away from love, 'cause the first one let you down, no, no, no. And though others try to satisfy you, baby, with me your love can still be found. Love can still be found. Second time around. Ooh, the second time is so much better than second time around. And I'll make it better than the first time. You know I really love you, and I paid for my mistakes, yes I did, girl. The more I try to hide my feelings, baby, this old heart gets in the way, and I won't let me wait. Second time around, girl, with me it's better than the first time. Second time around, let's do it one more time. Say it again. Second time around. All that I've been through, I'll do it again, just as long as I'm with you. Second time around. The second time. I'll make it so good to you, babe. I'll make it so good to you. Not like the first time, not like the first time, not like the first time. Talking about second time. Not like the first time, not like the first time, not like the first time. Talking about second time. You can't keep running away from love, 'cause the first one let you down. And though others try to satisfy you, baby, with me true love can still be found. Gonna keep your mind the second time, baby. The second time around, I'll know what to do, just as long as I'm with you. The second time around, do it one more time.
That's it. Well, listen to that. We're going to get down tonight. We're starting to rock it up. So I hope you're having fun listening to this. A little bit of a distraction, everything is going on. Keeping our social distance, right? All right. Get down tonight, right here at 95.1 WLPZ.
And do the things, do the things that we like to do. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, get down tonight. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, get down tonight. Baby, baby, I'll meet you. Say
All right.
The party never stops. Disco Dino on Z95.1 WLPZ.
Oh, boy. This is one of those hand-to-hand songs, right? This is one of those that people know how to twirl around. More Than a Woman, Tavares.
Suddenly you're in my life, a part of everything I knew. You got me working day and night, just trying to keep a hold on you. Here in your arms I found my paradise, my only chance for happiness. And if I lose you now, I think I would die. Oh, say you'll always be my baby, we can make it shine. We can take forever, just a minute at a time.
That's right. And these are all the songs that started it all off. So we got to give them some credit. And, hey, after this song, we'll do a little slow song from Roberta Flack, Sonny. 95.1, the Disco Channel, WLPZ.org.
Yeah.
want to thank Sonny for putting this all together. Sonny's been great. He put all this music together, the years, the minutes, everything. So he worked on this all week. Sonny, thank you so much. This was, I hope, a lot of fun for everybody else, or half as much fun as it's been for me. We still got some more music coming, and we got a slow song coming, so go get your honey. This is a chance, guys. This will make a really good impression. Go get your sweetheart or your significant other, and a little cheek to cheek, a little stare down the eye, dim the lights, because we got a nice slow song coming up from Roberta Flack. The first time I ever saw your face. How do you beat that, Sonny, huh? What a beautiful song. I know how you beat it. I'm Every Woman. That's how you beat it with Chaka Khan. You know, Sonny, I went to this wedding. I did this wedding. This girl was really worried at the time, 1980, really worried about whether people would dance to the music and everything. And I'll tell you, I played this song. Everybody was dancing. People that said they hadn't danced in years. I'm Every Woman. 95.1. WLPZ. Disco. 95.
Your thoughts right now, everyone from A to Z. I can cast a spell, secrets you can't tell. Mix a special brew with fire inside of you. Anytime you feel danger or fear, instantly I will appear. Come. Anything you want done, baby, I'll do it naturally. I can sense your needs like rain onto the seas. I can make a rhyme of confusion in your mind. And when it comes down to some good old-fashioned love, that's what I got. Anything you want done, baby, I do it naturally. It's all in me. I can read your thoughts right now. Everyone from A to Z.
That's right. I'm Every Woman by Chaka Khan.
WLPZ with Disco Dino.
My name's Dean Mazzarella, mayor of the city of Leominster, and I decided about a week ago that we'd come in here and I'd take my old DJ techniques and some of my songs and my favorite songs and share them with you tonight on a Tuesday night when we're in the middle of a pandemic. Wanted to try to get your mind off of things and just take you back to the time when we could have some simple fun, dance, a few pops here and there, but all innocent fun. Anyway, we got another song coming up, and then we're going to close this out tonight with some Donna Summer for Roger. We'll do a little Last Dance. Used to play this when they wanted to get ready at the end of the night. When they wanted to shut the club down, they played Donna Summer. Anyway, Got to Be Real.
Your love is
What better song to bring out the disco days than Night Fever? This was on the original album. So many good songs, and this is really the kickoff to it all. This is the movie. Every song in this, every single song on this album was a hit. Night Fever by the Bee Gees. .1 Disco Dino FM here, and it's all disco all night. We didn't have any commercials. We did 2 solid hours, but I gotta say, this is one of my favorites from the disco days. Yvonne Elliman with If I Can't Have You. Okay, like I said, it's one of my favorites from day one. I still listen to that song. I think she's got a beautiful voice, a little rumba in there. Hear the little rumba in there, but a good dance song. And we are going to close out the night, but I did want to thank everybody for listening. If I didn't thank you for listening tonight, I apologize. I meant to. I have a list of names here. People listen from California and every state that I could see is coming in here. And I want to thank you, and I hope this helped take your mind off of things. And people have been anxious and worried, and obviously those are important things, and that's just human behavior to be concerned if you're taking care of somebody, a loved one, or somebody that's vulnerable, maybe has a pre-existing condition. This is a scary time, so take care of yourselves. Let's thank all of those in public safety, law enforcement, police, fire, emergency management, all those in the healthcare industry. That world is on the front line of taking care of others despite their own safety. All of those who do so many important things, and even those here at WLPZ who volunteer all of their time to keep you informed and play all the music and keeping it local here. So, a Boston, Massachusetts girl. The song goes out to Roger. You get the last dance, Roger. That's the way it is in life. Roger gets the last dance. Donna Summer. Thank you, everybody, from Disco Dino, 95.1 FM.